Okay, so today we're going to be doing equations and inequalities. We're going to be writing them, writing equations, and writing inequalities. Next week we will solve them. So today is just two-step. Tomorrow you'll do the 8th grade and write variables on both sides. So our first problem is 1 year membership to Metro Gym costs $460. There's a fee of $40 when you join. The rest is paid monthly. Write an equation to represent what you will pay monthly for the year-long membership. So you know what you paid is $460. That's your total. So that means that it equals $460. Okay. You also have to pay a $40 fee, but it's one time. So you don't put an X next to it because it's not reoccurring. So then I just add it. And then my variable will be M because it's monthly. And I'm going to multiply it by 12. The reason why I multiply by 12 is because this is a year-long membership. And there's 12 months per year. And he wants to figure out how much he pays per month. And that's how you write the equation. What I do is you read through the word problem and pull out the information as you see it to create your equation. All right, so your turn. Billy has a gift card with a $150 balance. He buys several video games that cost $35 each. After the purchase, his gift card balance is $45. Write an equation to help find out how many video games Billy bought. So again, $150 is actually not your total because that's your starting point. So that's where I write right here. And I know his ending total is $45 because after he bought the video games, he has $45 on his bank account. It says that he spends $35 each on the video games. That's a really expensive video game. But since he's spending money, you're going to subtract $35 times X for each video game he buys. So the answer you'll get is A. Okay, so that's writing equations from word problems. Now what we're going to do is we're going to write a word problem. So we have the equation 5x plus 15, which equals 120. You're going to analyze each part of the equation, what it means. So x, as it says here, is a solution. You got to figure out what x is representing. The x is also being multiplied by 5. So it means it's a recurring 5 times x. So it's like 5 each or something like that. Plus 50. That plus 50 means it's a one-time thing. Like that $40 was a one-time fee. So this is a one-time thing. And when you add them up, it should equal $120. So a solution or a real-world problem would be the first one right here. A publisher ships a package of X number of books, each weighing 5 pounds, plus a second package weighing 50 pounds. The total weight of both packages is 120 pounds. How many books are being shipped? Okay, so they state their variable, which is X. They say X is 5 pounds each. So there's your 5X. Plus the 50 pounds for a second package, equaling a total of 120. Very simple, easy to use word problem. So what you're going to do is you're going to pause the video and you're going to write your own word problem for the equation 10x plus 40 equals 100. All right, so the word problem I wrote is I earned $40 the first week. Okay, so that's my one-time fee, $40. Then save $10 a week. So there's my 10x. I have $100 saved so far. How many weeks did this take me? So that's 10x plus 40 equals 100. Okay, again, it doesn't have to be a really long word problem. Okay, that's how you write word problems and equations from word problems. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do inequalities. So inequalities is literally the same idea, but instead of having an equal sign, you're going to have an inequality sign. So our inequality sign, remember, is less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. And I actually think I had those flip-flopped. A mountain climbing team is camped at an altitude of 18,460 feet on Mount Everest. The team wants to reach the 29,029 foot summit within 6 days. So what you're going to do is you're going to write an inequality to find the average number of feet per day. So their starting altitude is 18,460 feet, okay, plus 6 times d, because they have 6 days. And they want to get up to 29,000 feet at least. It doesn't mean that they can't go more. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a greater than or equal to sign. And I actually wrote this inequality a little bit too big, so let me rewrite it. So greater than or equal to the summit, which is 29,029 feet. Because they can go past the summit. The summit doesn't mean it's at the top of the mountain. And that's, again, how you write the inequality. So the way that you can tell the difference between equation and inequality is the wordage. A lot of times, let's see if I can show on the next problem. It says at least. At least is a very good, big key word onto showing you if it's an inequality or not. So this is your turn. So pause the video and try it by yourself. Okay, the 45 members of the Glee Club are trying to raise at least $6,000 so they can compete in the state championship. They already have $1,240. What's the inequality? So they already have $1,240. So that's your starting point. And they're going to add 45x to that because there's 45 members who are going to bring in the same amount. And it says at least, so it means that it can be greater than or equal to 6,000 because they have to have $6,000, but they can have more. It's always good to have more, but they just have to have at least 6,000. So the answer choice would be A. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to, let's do another one. Eli has $40 to spend at the state fair. Admission $6, and each ride costs $3. Write the inequality. So his starting point $6 because to be able even to get into the state fair costs $6 plus 3x for each ride it costs. He only has $40, so it can be less than or equal to because he can spend up to $40. He just can't go past it. He also doesn't have to spend all of the $40. Reason why it's an inequality because he doesn't have to spend the entire amount. So the answer would be C. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to write a real world problem representing inequalities. Again, it's the same idea as we just did. So we have a 2x plus 20 is less than or equal to 50. So you have the x that you have to represent, but it's being multiplied by 2 with a standalone of 20. So a solution would be Thomas has run 20 miles so far this week. Okay, that's your one time $20 or 20 miles. If he tends to run 50 miles or less, so hence the sign less than or equal to, how many miles on average should he run on each of the 2 days remaining? And the 2 days remaining is your 2x. Okay, another solution could be Manny buys 2 work shirts that are each the same price. After using a $20 gift card, he spends no more than $50. What is the maximum amount he can spend on each shirt? Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to write your own real world problem. I would recommend trying number 5. Pause the video and try it. Writing a real world problem could be difficult. It's just basically, it's not the fact that it's hard, it's just hard to think of something else. So what I would do is I would take problems that you've already seen before and rewrite them. So we have the inequality 3x plus 10 is greater than 30. So if you want to rewrite this and say that he has to spend more than $30 and he has to buy 2 work shirts and he's using a $10 gift card, he could. Like you say, you just take it out and replace it with what you know. Okay, I want to be too worried about writing your own problems for inequalities because when you take them on the test, it's not the fact that you're going to have to write your own problem. It's the fact that they're going to give you an equation or an inequality